We know that New Jersey has a budget process. We hold hearings. We invite testimony. As my colleagues and I know, as who serve on the Budget Committee, we listen to lots and lots of it. We tell residents that their voices matter. But what happened this week tells a very different story. When $128 million was quietly added in new spending behind closed doors with no public input, no opportunity for questions, and no explanation. Votes were taken after most people had gone home and after even some members had left. This is not transparency. This is not accountability. What makes this especially troubling is what we chose to fund and what we choose not to restore. Earlier this year, the legislature approved a budget that cut or shortchanged programs that people rely on every day. Opioid addiction prevention, treatment, and recovery services, and we'll be voting later on to ensure that children in K-12 schools are receiving that overdose education, prevention education. Child care assistance for working families, support for public schools already struggling under an unfair funding formula, affordability protections for seniors, retirees, and public employees. We were told those cuts were necessary. We were told the money was simply not there. Yet today, $128 million suddenly appears. And where does it go? Tens of millions for marketing and promotion tied to the World Cup. Millions more for projects added with little detail and no public vetting. Meanwhile, the very programs designed to save lives from opioid addiction remain underfunded. Let me be clear, the World Cup will be just fine. Marketing the most popular sporting event on earth does not require opioid settlement dollars. But you know who does? You know who do? The families fighting addiction. Those settlement funds were paid for by pharmaceutical companies for a specific reason, to address the harm caused by the opioid epidemic. They were meant for evidence-based prevention, treatment, housing support, and recovery services outlined in our state's very own strategic plan. Instead, $45 million was reallocated away from those life-saving programs. That is a failure of priorities. Today, members, we have a chance to correct that mistake. I ask every member in this body to restore funding to the opioid programs that were cut. It puts dollars back where they were promised. It says that saving lives matter more than political convenience. Mr. Speaker, this is about trust. Trust in our budget process, trust in our commitments, and trust with the people we represent. Mr. Speaker, I move that Assembly Bill 6319 be returned to second reading for the purpose of this amendment.